You can stand up like a man, shoulders back, head up square, throw the chest out, soldier. Suck the gut in, stand like a man. I always begin when I talk to you right here, my friends, and I tell you who the hell I am. I'm 80, pushing 81 year old. I stand only 5'2.5" tall, and that's all. I have a big old moon face, big fat belly, lousy proportions. I have no presence. I have no personality, no saleable social skills. I use that word saleable, promotable, marketable social skills. I call it the skills of knowing how to phony up, come up with that smile, smiley, and the warm fuzzies and all that crap. I don't do any of that. The man you see, I always say this, is the man you get. The one talking to you right now is precisely the man you're going to get, period. I don't sell anybody short. What you see, that's what you're going to get, period. Put a period on that one. But I will never, on principle, on life resolution, allow anybody to tell me who I am. Allow anybody to identify me, lay a trip on me. It takes hyper-awareness and vigilance to protect who you are. That's all you are. That's all you have, my friend. Let me tell you this. All you are, all you have, whatever rights you have are in the now. It's only what you're willing to define clearly, explicitly, and quickly, right to the point, and defend. No one should be able to discourage you in any way. It's just a learning experience. What the hell? Even though I lost, there's no guarantee I'm going to win. But I learned a little something now. I learned how to probe what I did wrong, take it back and look at it. I do a sortie on it, a logical sortie, a reconstruction, psychodrama, and I ask myself a lot of probatives, a lot of questions. The way I see it, you have, in order to go forward, and listen to me carefully, you got to go back to the past in the right way, appropriate the past in the right way, bring it up to the present and interrogate it. I'm a very good Sherlock Holmes. I go back to the past, recreate it, visualize it, role play it, psychodrama it, and mostly prosecute it. I'll prosecute the hell out of myself till I get the answers I need. How do I know the answers are the right? It's called Gestalt Aha Experience. Fritz Perls. Read your Fritz Perls. Be aware of how Perls listens to himself, how Perls interrogates himself, and yes, how Perls writes his own epitaph. I died my death. I already died my death. I know how to work with Thanatos, the death instinct, riding on my shoulders. I know how to go out and face the hawk on a cold New York City night. In dead of winter, 28 degrees out there, the wind blowing 20 miles per hour, wind driving, rain falling. I know how to walk those streets of broken dreams in New York City. Yes, I do. Nobody lies under those conditions. You can't even lie to yourself. Tell it to the hawk. Hawk won't let you lie. Hawk bites into you while you're in the pain of the cold driving through your bone, and when the cold, severe cold, gets into the bone, it's agony. Every time the wind blows, the bone hurt. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody lies there. The masks are all ripped off there. You show who you are by necessity. I find out who in the hell you are. It's a matter of asking the right questions, probatives, follow-ups, etc. I'm not afraid to do that. confrontation and encounter in the now. You got to begin by knowing, where am I vulnerable? I have to know all my vulnerabilities before my opponent knows it. What I see when I walk in the street and look in the storeroom windows, you see a reflection of yourself. And I get broken by what I see. I get broken by what I see. I see a short, small man by social definition, by mockery, ridicule, by gossip. But it's there in the mirror too, and I see it, I can't. And that's what they see. We call this your phenotype. That is the way you look physically, the way your voice sounds, your presence in a public way that your opponent can see. You have to be aware of that. So you have to know it before your opponent knows, or he's going to bring it up. You can rest assured he's going to bring it up. You have to know how to be so disciplined that no matter what he says, no matter what he does, and one of the things that bothers me the most, my friends, is when I'm talking to a man, I'm talking about something serious, like I'm talking right now. You see how I'm looking? And then the fool gives me a Tucker Carlson. The damn fool's giggling while I'm talking. What the hell are you giggling about, fool? This is a serious thing. Ha ha ha. Hey, what the hell are you giggling about? Wipe that crazy, stupid, foolish grin off of your face when you talk to me. I tell him that. You've got to command respect. If you don't get it, you take it. And I tell a short man like me, 5'2½", never, and I insist on that, allow the taller man in this heightest society we live in to put his arm around you. What are you, a little girl? You're a girlfriend of his? First thing I say, get your damn hands off me. I told you, get your damn hands. I'll tell that to her. Get your hands off me and do it right now. That's the first thing. And step back. Step back. I always want to keep a distance from that so I can watch him. Now I'm an old man, but if I was young, if I was young like a lot of you who may be listening to me, get yourself in tremendous shape, fighting shape, street fighting shape. Drive iron. You need functional, fast strength. You need power to move that bigger man, to grab him and move him. You train your hands. Grip. This is everything, man. Grip. Power in those hands to grab something and hold it. Balance, coordination, leverage. Take the leverage away from the taller man. Hit that kneecap. Hit the shin. Hit him low. Break some short rib. Bring him down. You got to be aggressive, very aggressive, and violent for defensive purposes. You got to put yourself the mindset directly in your mind, I'm going to get hurt. You have to train like Marciano, the great heavyweight champion, so there's no more fear. You're not afraid of what that big man, so-called big man, is going to do. I'm concentrating what I'm going to do to him. I'm concentrating, and I'm worried. If you can do that, you don't have to physically be afraid of anything. And it really gets down to a man being physically afraid of another man. And that's the bullying process. Right there. That 13-year-old schoolyard bully, I know him like I know the back of my hand. And one thing I always tell the short, small man, be careful yourself. Don't believe because of your mother and she's a Madonna and all that in your own mind. Women can be brutally tough. They bully in a different way. Brutally tough. Brutal tough. And they can come out to get you right by your throat. So don't walk around like I did, like a damn fool, and thinking you're going to get told, well, hey, I'll get a hustler. No. I know better. What I'm saying is keep your intellectual and your emotional guard up high in every situation. Protect yourself. Be your own advocate. Don't wait for the Good Samaritan. Good Samaritan doesn't show up. He left on the last train, took it out to the coast. He's gone. That's all. It's like the song says, Simon and Garfunkel, and the man I trusted most, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, they took the last train to the coast. No, it was Don McLean who wrote these great words. They took the last train to the coast the day the music died. And the three men I admired most, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, they took the last train to the coast the day the music died. Bye-bye, Miss American Pie. I drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. That's all. I refer you to one of the great performances of a lifetime. Ernest Borgnine, in a movie called Marty. I refer you to that movie. Of course, Borgnine's 5'9", I'm 5'2.5", but he played the short man Marty Paletti brilliantly in one of the best made and acted movie. Claire Bloom, wonderful performances. No, not Claire Bloom. She wasn't in what's her name? What the hell is her name? Julie Harris? Maybe Curl Bloom? I don't know her name. Anyway, she was married to Gene Kelly. Janice Bliss? Something like that. That doesn't matter, though. Wonderful as the girl in Marty. You have to be correctly diagnosed, correctly classified before we can do anything. A lot of mistakes, a lot of terrible mistakes, a lot of horrific mistakes with terrible consequences are made because of lousy differential diagnosis, poor classification. You made a big mistake and you chased gopher holes going in the wrong direction. And that takes the ability that I have to be present to the other man 100% of the way, to empty my mind, empty my being, so that's the real empathy. And I am the last man standing. I let a man be who he is. I'll meet him in his environment. I'll relate to him and speak to him as a man who has an individuality, a history. I'll ask the probatives, and I'll get down there with him. This is Gestalt. This is Pearls. I'll get down there with the man. If he's on the floor, I'm on the floor with him. If he's in a foxhole, I'll jump in there with him. That's Pearls. That's Gestalt. So I am myself. I can be who I am. I'm not some authority figure, some therapist. No! Pearls was when Pearls ran his Gestalt on Gestalt, Pearls was like anybody else. And I'm not afraid to tell a man who I am, what I am, right then and there. And we'll take it from there. I swing with the honesty of it. Fearless. But I do demand that a man respect me. I do demand that a man treat me with courtesy and politesse. If he doesn't, I'll let him know it. And get that out of the way. There's a man like Mark Levin, for example, who wants to give me a lecture, who wants to talk into me, or O'Reilly is at a 6'4" bloviated O'Reilly. Well, the good Dr. Phil, stand up 6'4". Well, stand up, damn it, I'll stand up too. That's all. You never let a man stand over you when he's talking. Listen to me and listen to me very carefully. Never permit a man to stand over you when he's talking. He try to talk. No! Man gets on his feet, I get on my feet too, but I step back. If I was in shape now, I step back and I'm ready to watch him very closely. And I know when the Chingasso time is. When there's no more talk anymore, I'll think about where I'm going to attack that man. Get some short rib, bust some short rib, break the kneecap, hit him low, hit him high, hit him everywhere. Once the decision made, it's Chingasso time now. But you step back from that big man so he doesn't. You break his biomechanical advantage. And this requires you, my short friend, to be in tremendous shape. If you're not, then you better run, victim. You better run and hide. How do I know I did this? I know what it is to be a victim. I have the credentials. I know what in the hell I'm talking about. I'm not just confident, I'm convinced of everything I'm saying. Why? I did the hard work, man. I foot the bill. I paid my bill. I did the hard work. Or I wouldn't say anything. Every word I'm saying to you right now, I'll stand 100% behind. Anywhere, anytime, any place. For interrogation. And I don't have an entourage. I'm not prompted. I'm not prompted by anything. I'm talking straight to you right now. I'm not reading from any script. The man you see, the man you get. And now, I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places. World War II classic. That this heart of mine embraces the whole day through in that small cafe, the park that is across the way, the children's carousels, the chestnut trees and the wishing well. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, everything light and gay. I will always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun when the night is new. I'll be looking at the moon. I'll be seeing you. To you old-timers like me, World War II classic right there, Bing Crosby I'm remembering, of course. The great Bing Crosby. The crooner. Not the crooner, the great singer. We all listen to Bingo and learn from Bing Crosby. Now, I do what's called the philosophy of song. Sometimes I hear a lyric and it really grabs me. It tells it exactly like it is. And then I can discourse from that. For example, written for Sinatra. And this talks about unrequited love brilliantly. It tells you, it captures the feelings of what it is. You'll know from the lyric. When they smiled, the way they smiled, I could see I was through. Oh, you crazy moon, what did you do? And when they kissed, they tried to say it was just in fun. Hey, crazy moon, look what you've done. Once you promised me, you know, that love it would never end. Well, now you should be ashamed to show your funny face, my friend. Well, there they are. They fell in love. I guess you think you're smart. Hey, crazy moon, you broke my heart. Hey, hey, crazy moon, you busted up my heart. Great lyric. It tells succinctly, I am a saloon singer. Talks about unrequited love. Talks about star-crossed love, and I tell a story. A great lyric. It's 2:45. There's nobody in the joint. except you and me. Now set 'em up, Joe. Here's a story I think you should know. We're drinking, my friend, to the end of a brief episode. So make it one for my baby and one more for the road. You know the routine. Put another nickel in the machine. Pal, I feel bad. You gotta make the music moody and sad. I could tell you a lot, but all of this is not in a gentleman's code. So make it one for my baby and one more for the road. You'd never know it, buddy, I'm a kind of poet. I've got a lot of things to say. When I'm gloomy, you gotta listen to me till it's all talked away. Well, that's how it goes. Joe, I know you're getting anxious to close. Well, thanks for the cheer. I hope you don't mind my bending your ear. For this torch I found, it's gotta be drowned. It soon might explode. So make it one for my baby and one more for the road. I'm talking about that long road. Adios, my friends. I think I made the point.